Hi, today I'm reviewing the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So today is Throwback Thursday, so I'm reviewing a older cleanser, the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, which has been around for quite a while. And I'm assuming back in the day when this came out, there probably wasn't a lot of fragrance-free type of skin cleansing options, so this was probably a bigger deal. Definitely bigger deal than it is today, but still an affordable drugstore cleanser that is fragrance-free. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale, and I'll also give you a good alternative if you like a lot of aspects of this, but don't actually like this in and of itself. So stay tuned for that. So my first criteria is packaging, and I really like the pump bottle. I wish almost all products would come in a pump bottle like this. It's just so much more convenient when you're in the shower and just want to get a handful to cleanse. So I like that. You don't have to pick the bottle up every time and try and get the product out. So definitely like the packaging. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does contain alcohol, but it's the good fatty types of alcohol, sterile alcohol, and then cetyl alcohol. So they're the good fatty types of alcohol that aren't drying to your skin, so there's no problem with that. My third criteria is fragrance, and this is fragrance-free, and it really doesn't have any scent at all, so nothing wrong with that. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location. And this is made in Canada, so I don't have any issues with that. I was thinking it was going to be made in China, but nope, Canada, so nothing wrong with that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and definitely going to want to use a little bit of water. It doesn't really lather up. It's got kind of that gooey texture to it that doesn't really lather. So you'd want to just use a little bit of water, smooth this over your skin, and then rinse off. So if you tend to wear a lot of makeup, probably not going to like this because it doesn't do a good job removing makeup. So it's not a makeup remover, it's a cleanser. So very gooey consistency. It's easy to use, but it just never really feels like your skin is clean after rinsing it. So, but definitely gooey texture to it, and no foaming or anything like that. It doesn't really emulsify. It almost doesn't even feel like it does any action with the water. So I don't know. It's easy to use. So if you want to use it as a morning cleanser, if you wear makeup, you're definitely not going to want to use this as your primary cleanser if you wear makeup, because it doesn't do anything to remove makeup. So you could definitely use it in a two-step cleaning with an oil cleanser and then use this afterwards. So otherwise, it's easy enough to use. You can use it on your face, body, anywhere you want to use it. So that's a nice benefit to it. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and this doesn't really contain any beneficial ingredients at all, other than the two fatty alcohols, which just aren't drying. It really doesn't, it's got a short ingredient list. It's about 3.5 lines long, so there's not a ton of ingredients in here. It does contain sodium lauryl sulfate, which can be a very irritating ingredient, especially if you have sensitive skin. It's one of those ingredients that when you're looking for soaps, SLS, you just want to try and avoid it if possible. So definitely can be very irritating. And the other thing I did note is that it contains 3 different parabens. So if you're someone that looks for paraben-free products, this one is not friendly to you. It contains a lot of parabens. I don't necessarily believe parabens are harmful. I just personally would rather try and avoid them as much as I possibly can. If it happens to be toward the end of ingredient list of something that's a rinse-off product, it's not as big of an issue, but again, I prefer just to avoid them as much as I can, but I'm not strictly paraben-free, but I know a lot of other people are. So again, it's a rinse-off product, so it's not as big of an issue, but again, you'd think they could find something else a little bit better than that. So then again, it's an old product. So I mean, back in the day when this came out, it was probably something totally different, that a cleanser that didn't include a lot of fragrance or drying alcohols. So it's got that going for it, but not any beneficial ingredients. And then on to my 8th criteria, which I kind of talked about, performance. It really doesn't do a good job removing makeup. It really doesn't feel like it actually cleans your skin. It kind of leaves your skin feeling a little slimy afterwards. So And the other thing, I was reading reviews from people of this product, and a lot of them said that they broke out after using it. And I'm thinking it's from a few different ingredients that can cause acne or have the potential to cause a little bit more acne than you might normally get, which is the sodium lauryl sulfate, the cetyl alcohol, and the stearyl alcohol. So if you're already acne prone, I probably recommend avoiding this one. And if you do use this and you start to get more breakouts, you know this might be a reason for it. So definitely a lot of people wrote that they started using this and started to break out, and once they discontinued this, that stopped. So it's a potential. It's still a rinse-off product, but I'm not sure necessarily if their acne was caused by some of those acne-prone ingredients or just the fact that it doesn't really do the best job actually cleansing and removing makeup, sunscreen, the day's pollution, things like that from your skin. So I'm thinking it might be a little combination of both there. So my 9th criteria is the price, and this is the full size, which, let me see. This is the half size. This is 8 ounces. The full size is 16 ounces and sells for $14. I think I got this for $8. So it's very economical. It's very affordable, but I'm going to show you an option which is about the exact same price, and it's also one you can find in the drugstore. It's the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser, and actually I have really dry skin. This one says it's for normal to oily skin, but even with my dry skin, I actually really like this. I didn't find it to be very drying at all, and it's got a lot of beneficial ingredients. It's also fragrance-free, which is nice, but it's got some good beneficial ingredients thrown in there, and it actually does a decent job, in my opinion, of removing makeup and cleansing your skin. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, same price, same place you can buy this at. You can buy the CeraVe at. So I personally really am liking this. I'll have to review it. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but I wanted to give you an alternative if you're thinking about purchasing this or already have this and are noticing you're not getting the best results with it. This is an awesome one. I'm definitely going to be buying it in the full size. So I really like it. It does foam, which is nice, but it doesn't have really any of those irritating ingredients in it. And it does a better job removing makeup and actually cleansing your skin. So that's something to think about instead of the Cetaphil. So, and then in terms of the it factor for the Cetaphil, I didn't give it the thumbs up because it's just lackluster. It doesn't remove makeup. It doesn't remove sunscreen. It contains some iffy ingredients, parabens, SLS. Sensitive skin, it's going to be definitely probably too drying, can cause breakouts, and really doesn't provide any beneficial ingredients for your skin. So other than the fact that it's fragrance free, I wouldn't even necessarily call this gentle, but then again, when it came out a while ago, it probably was, compared to other things on the market, gentle and different. So anyway, if you're still using it and you have good results with it, there's no reason to change. But if you're thinking about picking it up, I might recommend checking this one out as well. So anyway, so this got a 6 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which would be about a D. So I don't know. If you're a D student, you might like a D product. I don't know. Anyway, so kind of my thoughts on it. So I'm interested if you guys have tried this at some point in your life. I'm probably, most of you have. I definitely have used this a time or two. Probably won't be using it again, but anyway, just because I found better things. But you know what? Sometimes people find something that works for them. There's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, definitely leave a comment with your thoughts. I try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. So definitely love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I come with at least one new video every day. And today was Throwback Thursday. So anyway, definitely subscribe and check out the Amazon link and nobsbeauty.net. Thank you so much, guys.